My name is Misaki. I'm a student currently taking a gap year while working multiple part-time jobs to support myself. As the title suggests, I'm balancing studying for the next college entrance exams with my jobs. The reason I'm in this situation is
Futo got into Tsukato University on his first try, you know.
Failing the college entrance exams is a disgrace to our family.
I'm sorry. I tried my best.
No excuses. You must get into Tsukato University next year.
Oh, and we're not spending money on a lazy loser, so you need to cover your living expenses on your own.
What, on my own? These are my parents. They told me, who failed the college entrance exams, to go to the same top-tier Kusuka University as my brother, Futo. Because of that, I ended up taking a gap year. Actually, I was kicked out of the house after graduating from middle school, and I've been struggling to earn enough for tuition and living expenses ever since. Because of that, even though I was studying desperately, I had no peace of mind. Despite such an environment, I was doing my best, but
Failing the entrance exams again.
Honestly, what were you studying during your gap year?
I'm sorry. I'm giving up on Tsukato University and going to a different one.
That's exactly why you fail, because you give up so easily.
You're nothing like Futo. If you're going to a different university, we're not paying for it.
I understand. In the end, despite taking a gap year, I failed to get into Kusuka University, and my parents ended up saying things like this. However, having had enough, I decided never to return here again and left home. Even though the situation was mentally tough, I kept working part-time jobs to survive. Ugh.
Whoa, that's a huge sigh.
Oh. Daiki.
You seem really tired lately. Are you okay? You don't look so good either. Did something happen?
Sorry. It's just a lot of things.
You know, Misaki, I think you look better when you're smiling. So if it helps even a little, feel free to rely on me anytime.
This is Daiki, my senior at my part-time job. He's always looking out for me, and is very kind, making him popular with everyone at work. I had never talked about my family situation before, but for some reason, I felt like opening up to him. And that's the situation. It's honestly kind of laughable.
It's not laughable at all. You've been working really hard. Even in that situation, you've been working here with a smile. That's impressive. You're amazing.
Daiki.
Hey, I have a suggestion for you.
After listening to Daiki's suggestion, I decided to go along with it. A few years later.
Even though we hadn't kept in touch, I can't believe you moved.
They've always been like that.
Don't be so down. Here. This is your family's new address.
What? I tried to find it myself, but couldn't at all.
Impressive, right? Now, take this.
I decided to visit my parents using the information I had. When I got there. Mom, Dad, it's been a while.
Bye, it's been a while. Wait, is that you, Misaki?
Is it really you, Misaki?
Yes, it's me. We haven't seen each other in a long time, but you both seem well.
How dare you show your face here?
You ungrateful child.
What?
I can't believe you embarrassed us so much and never tried to repay us.
Futo sends us 300,000 yen every month. You're a real disgrace.
300,000 yen a month from my brother?
Yes, he's always been excellent, taking initiative without us asking.
And he's the kindest, most considerate son in the world.
Well.
And you've never done anything kind for us. Yet here you are, showing up as if nothing happened.
Even as your parents, we can understand your nerve.
Mom, Dad, about that money.
Your problem is you always give up so easily.
Give up.
You should try to be more like Futo, our pride and joy. You've seen how admirable he is as your older brother.
Futo got into Kusuka University with ease because he's naturally smart. But no matter how much you studied, you couldn't get in.
That's because of the circumstances.
For someone as mediocre as you have to work 10 times harder.
The moment my parents saw me, they started yelling furiously. On top of that, they lectured me about how I should be more like my brother, Futo, who they believed was sending them money every month. I decided it was time to set the record straight. Mom, Dad, you've got it all wrong. It's not my brother who's sending you 300,000 yen every month, it's me.
You show up after all this time just to tell us lies.
There's no way someone like you could send that kind of money every month.
It's true. The transfer is under my name, isn't it?
That's just Futo being considerate and using your name to transfer the money.
You can't possibly have that kind of money.
Actually, after everything that happened, I got into Kusuka University. And after graduating, I got a job at KST Corporation.
What nonsense are you talking about now? Kyosuke University is even more prestigious than Sakato University.
And getting a job at the top-tier company KSD. Misaki, your lies are too exaggerated to be believed.
It might be hard to believe, but it's the truth. Anyway, the monthly transfers aren't from my brother.
Who do you expect to believe such a story? Stop mocking us.
If you're the one sending the money, then stop the transfers right now.
Even after I told my parents the truth, they refused to believe me. Fed up with my parents, who hadn't changed at all, I stopped the money transfers as they had requested. A few months later,
Finally found you. We've been looking everywhere.
Seriously, you've caused us a lot of trouble.
whoa, you startled me. Mom, Dad, what are you doing here? Do you need something?
The money transfers stopped.
You must have said something unnecessary to Fudo.
Huh? I didn't say anything to my brother. You told me to stop the transfers, so I did as you asked. Did you forget what you said?
Oh, look at that. She's trying to blame us, dear.
First, she lies about college and her job, and now she's trying to make us the bad guys. How bold.
So, you're the famous parents, huh?
Who are you? Stay out of this.
Whoever you are, we're having an important conversation, so don't interrupt.
Let me introduce him. This is my boyfriend, Daiki.
Nice to meet you. I'm Daiki, Misaki's boyfriend.
Misaki's boyfriend. Oh dear, what poor taste you have.
You must be blind. Huh?
The real problem is how you've been treating your amazing daughter.
How rude.
You have no manners, just like Misaki.
Didn't Misaki tell you? She worked hard while studying and got into Kusuke University. Now, she has a job at the prestigious KSD Corporation and even holds a managerial position.
What? What does this mean?
So what Misaki said back then was true.
It seemed my parents still didn't believe my story. However, after hearing it again from Daiki,
It's impossible that Misaki is more successful than Futo.
Absolutely. It must be some kind of mistake.
it's all thanks to Daiki. When I failed my exam, he persuaded his uncle, the company president, to hire me.
The president is my uncle. Besides, Misaki is incredibly diligent. She worked harder than anyone else, so it didn't take long for my uncle to agree.
They even let me stay in the company dorm. That allowed me to work and study effectively. He also helped a bit with my tuition.
What did you say?
My uncle is wealthy and likes to invest in hardworking young people.
So, she got into Kusuka University and KSD because of that.
That must be a lie.
I'm telling you, it's all true. You two are really skeptical, huh? It's all because Misaki never gave up and kept pushing forward.
Then where is Futo and what is he doing now?
Futo must be working at a top company and excelling, right?
Actually, my brother is a part-time worker and almost a NEET.
Oh, Misaki, I can't believe such a ridiculous story.
Futo is our pride and joy. There's no way he's almost a NEET.
Here, look at this photo.
Oh my, what is this photo? He looks like a total bum.
After dropping out of Sakato University, he's been living day by day. He hasn't held a steady job and barely does any part-time work.
That can't be. Futo is supposed to be exceptional.
Face the reality. This is the result of spoiling him and throwing money at him. Honestly, just looking at this makes me feel empty inside.
After hearing Daiki talk about Futo, my parents,
What could someone like you, who just met us, know about Futo?
Feels like he was crushed under your expectations.
How dare you? We raised Futo with nothing but love.
But this photo shows the undeniable reality. And it's Misaki who has been sending you 300,000 yen every month. What kind of words have you spoken to such a devoted daughter?
Well, that's...
Yes, but that's all in the past now. From now on, let's start communicating properly as a family again.
what?
We realize we were a bit too harsh on you, Misaki. We promise to be kinder, so please start sending the money again.
Yes, think of it as filial piety, and resume the monthly transfers.
No way!
You don't have to be so stubborn.
Come on, Misaki. We didn't know any better. We relied on that 300,000 yen to live. So let's forget the past.
So what if you didn't know? You told me to stop the transfers, so I did. I granted your wish, so don't complain to me. Blame your past selves.
You're getting cocky just because we're being humble.
We're asking nicely, so you should listen.
That's enough. Despite having parents like you, Misaki has grown into an amazing person. I respect her even more now.
Actually, maybe it's because of them. Perhaps it's my rebellious spirit against parents like these that got me this far. So, in a way, I'm grateful to them for that.
Your positive attitude hasn't changed a bit since we first met.
I firmly refused to send money to my parents. Then,
Burke. So you only care about yourself, huh?
isn't that more true of you too?
That was our way of showing love. A tough love, if you will.
Sure, you just favored and spoiled my brother.
That's not true, Misaki. You're a girl. We wanted you to be strong and independent.
You were too young to understand a parent's heart.
You're just saying whatever suits you. Do you think Misaki will believe such obvious lies?
Could you not say such unpleasant things? And you said you're dating Misaki, right? If you want to date her, then send us money every month.
What?
Exactly. You're serious about the future, right? We're practically your parents too. And if your uncle's rich, it should be easy.
Sorry, but neither my uncle or I throw money down the drain.
We're trying our best, so we deserve some investment, right?
Not a chance. Don't compare hard-working people to you.
I can just imagine how you've been living off my transfers.
We raised you until you finished middle school, didn't we?
That's what parents are supposed to do. Stop acting like it's a favor.
We're just claiming our rights as parents.
Yes, we're in our retirement years now. It's not wrong for you to support us.
True, you need money for retirement.
Exactly. So will you help us?
Give us the money.
I won't give you a single yen.
What?
Why would you say that?
My parents looked utterly shocked when I refused to support them. But I have no obligation to help these people, so. Can you stop this nonsense? It's embarrassing in front of Daiki.
We'll leave if you give us money.
Yes, promise to resume the monthly transfers, and we'll go.
That's not happening. Our relationship ends today. From this moment, I'm cutting ties with you both. Don't ever show up in front of me again.
Misaki, that's so cool. I'm falling for you even more.
Hee, I can speak up when I need to.
Strong Misaki is the best.
Hey, don't get all lovey-dovey when we're in trouble.
Oh. I don't need your permission for anything.
Calling us you two like we're strangers.
I told you, we're cutting ties.
No need to send money to people like that.
Please, don't say that.
We can't survive without the money. We can't even pay the rent.
You didn't save any money? Unbelievable.
You brought this on yourselves. Living recklessly leads to this.
We were wrong. Please, don't cut ties and send the money.
I'm sorry for treating you badly. I'm begging you.
I've grown up, and I'm really happy now, so I don't care about the past.
We can't live without the money.
Giving up so easily is why you're in this mess.
No.
That's what you told me. Now it's your turn to live by those words.
Get your perfect son to help you. Goodbye.
Even after our conversation, my parents kept insisting on the money transfers. But when I threatened to call the police, they finally gave up and left, dejected. When they got home, they found my brother Fudo at the front door. At first, they were overjoyed, but as I had said, he was practically a NEET. They thought their savior had come, but the brother they had spoiled was now a burden. Any small amount of money disappeared in no time, and they fell behind on rent until they were finally evicted. With no place to go, they couldn't rent another room. Without an address, they couldn't find work. Despite being physically fit, my brother had no intention of working and relied entirely on our parents. Thus, my parents and brother lost their home and social standing, living a miserable life in cardboard shelters, avoiding people's eyes, and barely scraping by. As for me,
The weather is great today. A perfect day off after a successful deal.
haha. It was a big deal, so we've been tense for a while.
Thanks to you and your homemade lunches. I made it through.
It was no big deal, I was just making my own lunch too.
Thank you so much. Spending time like this with you makes me so happy.
I'm really happy just being with you, Daiki.
By the way,
Yes?
will you marry me?
What?
I've always known that if I were to marry, it would be you. So, Misaki, will you marry me? I promise to make you happier than anyone else.
Daiki. Yes. I'd love to. Back then, Daiki was a reliable senior, and now he's my husband. I never imagined such a happy future awaited me. But Daiki was always there, watching over me. Even though my parents were the way they were, I hope to become a kind parent someday, if given the chance. No matter how many children we have, I want to raise them all with equal love and care. As I looked at Daiki's smile, I savored this happiness and silently prayed to God that I could continue to live with a smile on my face for the rest of my life.
If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.